Welcome to the Prep Pigskin Report podcast.
Welcome to PPR podcast number 45. There has been a lineup change. Bert Grossman is on an international business trip, so in his stead is the one, the only, the incomparable Brandon Stone, who is no stranger to anybody who watches the PPR.
So that's what you call taking a 2-week cruise vacation,
Yes.
International business?
International business.
Well, I'm happy to fill in. I'm happy to be here. And I'm happy to be with this guy, too. Let's talk about him. 6'4", 275, the anchor of Madison on both sides of the line. That's right, we're getting in the trenches today. Big-time, fourth-ranked tackle in all of California, which means the guys that do that job need to get it right, because there's no way there's anybody better than the Maine Warhawk, Jonah Rodriguez. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Hey, Jonah. When we've been pretty quarterback-centric, couple DBs, but then Bert said, you know what, we got to get the best lineman on. So the call went out last week. Who's the best lineman in the county? And while there were a lot of names that came back at us, Jonah, yours came back most frequently, hence you're in the hot seat right now. Are you comfortable with that title? Best lineman?
Man, that sounds good. It's a blessing.
So then who's pushing 2 and 3 then?
Yeah, let's get that question out of the way.
Yeah.
Who are the 5 best linemen? If you can't name your own name, who are the 5 best linemen in the county right now?
Man. Oh, in Cali? Or
Yeah,
you want to?
Just the market, San Diego.
Oh, okay. I think his name is Mazel Sandoval from San Augustine.
Big man,
old-
huge.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Jonathan Robles over here at Madison. He's an underrated player. He's really good. And I think I don't really keep touch on many linemen like that, so I don't really know about it. I just do my thing. So
His job's to knock him down. He doesn't care. Just give me a jersey number and an assignment, and they're blowing them up. That's what I say.
Well, are you pumped up about your team's? While I don't know that lineman had anything to do with it, are you pumped up about the 7-on-7 title the Warhawks came back with?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Man, that was exciting to see them win the SDSU tournament, beating all those teams. That's definitely a big-time thing for us.
And then you get the matchup with Lincoln at the end. I mean, you guys, I think, finished 5th in this county. You guys were 1 spot away from being in the open division. And everybody talks about Lincoln being an open division team. It's got to feel pretty special to get past them and say, to stamp your flag in there and say, we're an open division squad too.
Hey, is that something you attend? Do you go to that? Do you watch it, or do you just hear about it after the fact?
I just heard about it after. I think I was at a camp that day.
But can you catch though? You don't get used on offense to catch the ball. They're usually like a tight end, fullback, jumbo package. Are we gonna see you doing some stuff like that, man? I want to see that.
Probably not. I'm gonna keep it. Probably not. You guys will probably see the ball.
But can you do it though? Can you do it? If they put the ball in your hands, what could you do?
Definitely, I could do that.
Well, you bring up the name Grayson Holton. I mean, similar builds, right?
Yes.
Similar athletic ability?
That's what I say. What do you say? What do you say, Jay?
Yeah, I definitely could run around and catch it.
There you go.
Well,
So you could do it. They got the jumbo package there. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they got the jumbo package?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, hey, Jonah, tell us a little bit about life at Madison High as far as the program had great state success, dormant for a little bit, now back on the periphery. What's the thinking in Warhawk Nation right now?
Man, it's a beautiful place. We got the coaching staff. Coach Jackson, he's been a coach for a couple years. You know, being a player for him, it's really good. The online coach, Coach Reyes, he's a good coach. The players, we're all tight. You know, it's like a family, big family over here. Beautiful place.
They got the funniest assistant coaches too.
Yeah.
Ray is a hoot.
So, are we talking about an open division team?
What do you say, Jonah? The open division team or what?
Definitely. Yeah, we're ready for that. Yep.
Especially when you got to play in the Western League the entire time. You got the toughest lineup. I'm gonna be the city shill. Everybody says avocado, toughest. I say, here's the Western League.
Yeah, I mean, it's no slouches, right?
Yeah.
Amen to that. That's
So
what I say.
tell us about what's your life right now? Have you committed? Are you entertaining offers? Where are you in the recruiting process?
Right now, I'm just narrowing down my schools right now. I think I made a top 6, but I wouldn't want to say right now.
Well, we can go ahead.
When are we going to hear that announcement?
Probably in a month or two. Definitely soon. Definitely soon.
So
I'm
ask
excited.
the question.
That means when you pare it down, right now you have 12 offers, you pare it down to 6. When you're ready to pare it down to 1, I believe there's a certain place that would like to know first to present it to the world.
Yeah, we'd like to do it live here. Are you interested?
Oh, I'm really interested. Yeah, my dad was talking to me about it.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen, be it on PPR proper or on one of our other shows, okay?
That sounds good.
We're the home of college announcements.
Yeah. Not in the other national outlets. It's us.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about those offers. 12 offers for you. 4 of them are Power 5 offers, too. He's so humble, he's not going to tell you that 8 schools in the Mountain West have offered this man, which is why I like him. It's the humility.
Right.
But also 3 schools in the Pac-12, which I like as well. Let's talk about the difference, though. When you get a Power 5 offer from that classic group, does it feel different than a group of 5, a Mountain West offer? Or does it feel the same?
It really just feels the same, but you can definitely feel like something like different.
It feel
I
like
would
prestige, the
assume-
prestige?
Yeah, prestige. I mean, there are certain things that those Power 5 you have to be metric-wise as far as size, strength, speed, that just differentiate you. That Mountain West teams will take a flyer on someone a little smaller or not because they have to. Whereas Power 5 schools, you have to check certain boxes.
Yeah.
It's nice to know you check some of those boxes, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I did.
Well, so give us an idea. Fill out the dimensions: height, weight. What are you benching? What are the metrics that if you had to sell yourself to a recruiter, how would you sell yourself?
I'm big, solid, 6'4", 275. I can move around, D-line, O-line, center, guard, really anything. I got fast feet work, aggressive hands, and I got some big hands. I get that a lot from college coaches.
The claws. He's got the claws, Paul.
Well, is that good? But I understand why for a receiver you want it, but why do you want it for a lineman? For grabbing and pulling and stuff?
Yeah.
For defense lineman? Tackling?
Yeah, just to get the hands on them, just to make them feel.
Makes sense.
Force.
And don't forget, this man is great on defense. That's what everyone forgets. They say he's the offensive tackle. He protects. But he's just as menacing on defense, right? I believe in your highlight tape, your first highlight on your huddle tape is you on defense, right?
Yeah, definitely. I try to throw some D-line reps on there. Try to show coaches what I could do on D-line.
So let me ask the question. Are you an offensive lineman posing as a defensive lineman, or are you a defensive lineman who can block? I mean, how do you view yourself? What side of the ball are you better on?
Offensive line, just because I play that more, but I feel like I definitely play some D-line.
We know
D-line.
you can play some D-line. What's your favorite pancake in your life? Don't be afraid to name names.
Probably, I don't know his name, but the Ramona linebacker.
You got him good?
The
Yeah, I
Ramona
did.
game?
Does that video
And
still
it's tough.
exist?
Yeah, I think it's up there.
All right,
Yeah,
so you got to make sure we get that video, Jonah. But let me ask you a feeling or a question.
It's tough to also to defend Ramona. That's pretty darn good. Ramona,
Yeah,
they
because
play tough.
Ramonas,
They're bulldogs.
I'm not throwing shade at him. He's a great
No,
player.
no, no.
No. We're saying that.
We're not throwing shade at anybody. I get
You're
it.
doing it.
This is
You're
a man's
good.
game. You're not. You're just saying that it's one of your favorite moments. But I'm curious because you seem like a real nice kid, and
Yeah,
I know you play in a tough sport. It's a brutal sport. Do you ever feel bad when you level somebody like that? Do you ever have a moment of empathy or like, oh, geez, because you've been knocked down before. You know how it feels, right?
Definitely, yeah. I don't really feel bad. I mean, that's the game of football. If you can't take a hit, then don't play it.
There was once a great poet that once said, "Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff." So I think he's got that. He's got that in spades.
Yeah, and listen, we're not. I'm sure if you've played this game, you've been embarrassed. I've been on both ends of the snot bubblers. So let's face it, it's just part of it, right?
Yeah.
One thing about the recruiting, though, didn't you have a coach who basically recruited you twice because he changed jobs? That's got to be so different to have that happen, right?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Schmidt from SDSU, he moved to Syracuse.
And then he offered you again at Syracuse.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
What's that? Take me into that conversation. What's that conversation like?
Man, it was good. I mean, he offered me when I was a freshman at SDSU, and him moving to Syracuse and offering me there, that really shows me a lot.
That he wanted to carry you, that he thought you were of that quality both times.
Yeah, I heard he's a good coach too.
Are you nervous when you go on these trips, or I mean, how much? When I was your age, I didn't leave the city lines all that much. So like when getting on a plane, doing all this stuff that you have to go do to go visit a school, is that nerve-wracking for you, or do you enjoy it?
Really just enjoy it, being there with my family and the coaches, seeing the campus, because my family hasn't really experienced anything like that. So it's kind of a fun moment.
So we haven't talked about a lot of recruits about this, and I want to talk about it with you because you're an interesting cat. The role of NIL in all of this. Have you had a school say, hey, we got some great corporate partners who want to work with you, line up with you? Have you had that conversation with anybody at all?
No, I haven't had that conversation with anybody.
That's interesting. There's a couple of kids that we've talked to that have been very NIL-centric, but the vast majority haven't been, and I'm surprised by that. I would think that the opportunity, is it a conversation you have with parents or advisors?
No, I heard about the NIL deal a couple times, but I haven't really got to the get.
I gotcha. I understand. Well, no, he's good. You can still hear him. That's the key. It's a podcast.
There we go.
You know?
Come on back.
Well, hold on then. You might be shilling for a car company or something one of these days. So what's marketable about you? I want to know when you're on the commercial. What do you want to have a commercial for? Car, drink, soda, popcorn. What do you want to see yourself on?
Probably. That's a good one. I'm not sure about that.
Well, I'll tell you what's marketable
protein
about you.
shake.
Jonah, I can answer the question for you because this is the first time you and I have ever spoken, or I think. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you come across as a real family-oriented guy. You were talking about your family, and tell us a little bit about how many brothers, sisters. Tell us about the importance of your parents in your life.
I got a brother. He used to come to Madison. He graduated in 2021. And I got two younger sisters. One that comes to Madison with me, and the other one goes to elementary school. She's graduating today, matter of fact.
Oh, congratulations.
What's the name? What grade? What name?
Manaya. Yeah.
Manaya, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Manaya
Rodriguez,
yeah. Manaya Rodriguez, 5th grade.
Congratulations.
Are they going to play football, your sisters?
Probably not. Probably cheerleader.
So you're in Madison with a sibling? Did you say that? Is that Manaya?
No, that's Mila.
Mila. So what year is she?
She's class of 2024. So the grade behind.
So
She's got time.
do you look out for her? Does she look out for you? Do you guys, when you see each other, go the other way? What's it like having a sibling in school?
Oh, no, definitely. I definitely look out for her. Some water bottle, and I get in my backpack, give her a water bottle.
Can you imagine anybody messing with his sister?
Try to date Jonah's sister. See what happens.
Jonah, I've gotten in trouble before, but I wouldn't get in that kind of trouble. I wouldn't want you breathing down my back. So we started this conversation talking 7-on-7. Linemen kind of get left out in all that. Tell us, isn't there the big?
They have lineman comps.
Yeah.
They had one at Mount Carmel last week.
How does that go? How does that work?
So at 45 in Mount Carmel, I think we got a second place. Lost to a little tug of war, so it's pretty fun out there. You do bench press, farm walks, different stuff like that.
It's fun stuff too.
Do we have any video of that?
Yeah, we do a video. We were there.
Do we have video of him?
Probably. I wasn't there. It was a Sunday. I wasn't there. They were supposed to have a hot dog eating contest at that one too. Did that ever happen?
Oh no, I'm not sure. Hot dog.
That's not healthy. That's not.
They could have vegan dogs.
What is your meal of choice? Like, if you were going to have that one last meal before meeting your maker, what would you have?
Definitely some Mexican food, probably California burrito.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
I got one for you. I got a double question. First question is, you got a lot of characters on your team. B. Rankin might be one of the silliest human beings I have ever seen. Great player, but silly. What's it like being around Rankin?
Man, he's a funny dude. He's silly, man, but he's a great player, great teammate, and a great leader.
And then you got guys like Tyson Bryant. I remember, was he the one where you played, I think, Morse, and they did the pump up? Was that him?
Oh, yeah, that was him. That was him.
Madison always has characters. What's it like finding your space in that group?
Man, it's just pretty fun being on that team with a whole bunch of, like, you know, sometimes we could be silly, but when it got to be serious, we'll be serious.
Yeah, because your coaches, you know, I only know Coach Jackson on a limited basis, but he seems like a pretty straight-laced, not silly person, and yet he has this group of characters. He must have a funny bone to him, right? I mean, Coach must be off camera. He must be pretty relaxed.
Definitely, yeah. Coach Jackson is a definitely funny guy. Yeah, he don't really joke around as much, but he's definitely funny.
You're not funny. He's not behind you, right? He's not going. He's not going. Tell them I'm nice.
The way you looked over, I got a feeling we're being monitored right now. My favorite coach is Coach.
He's the best coach of all time. Okay, so then, here we go. Foot race, 5 lanes. Foot race. Martell Hughes, Sean Webb, Rankin, Tyson Bryant, and Jonah Rodriguez. Who's 1, 2, 3?
I'm definitely first. Probably the second be Man, that's a good one. Probably I would say Sean Webb, and the third would be probably Barrett Rankin.
Does that race ever happen? Probably not, right? I mean, you guys never.
Nah, it never happened.
They should do it. They should tape it and do it.
We're getting close to the end of this deal, so we appreciate you hanging around with us. Oh, by the way, anybody who's watching this PPR apparel can be had at the PPR Pro Shop. It's called PrepPigsReport.com. PrepPigsReport.com. The items are going fast and furious. If your item is not there when you order it, just put your order in, then we make it, and you'll get a notification.
Email Paul and yell at him.
All right, so young man, Warhawk Nation, people who know you, youngsters, kids, several grades behind, who are seeing the acclaim that you're getting, seeing the success you're having, seeing the likelihood that you're going to have your college education paid for by your athletic ability, which is no small accomplishment when you consider how few people actually do. What is your advice to them about kids that want to follow in your footsteps?
Just keep working, sky's the limit. Just do good in the class, keep working out. You gotta show a couple coaches there.
Never really give up.
The off season, that's the biggest moment, I think. The off season, that's where you could go work out, go to camps, just show your skills and all of that.
So put your efforts into your off season, and then Jonah. My last question is: what if football doesn't work out? What's Plan B?
I haven't really thought about that, but I definitely. I probably want to be a coach. Yeah, definitely a coach.
We certainly have great models there at Madison of how to be a coach between a lot of the great guys that have been there and some of the guys that have left in a couple of years that you also got to see when you were younger, too. Did you come out of the Claremont Hawks program, too?
No, I didn't. I came out of East Lake.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So you were hold it.
Was he on the Panther?
Were you on that Panther team?
Yes, I was with Trey.
Every kid we have, they were like Alabama of junior football.
They were. They were a great team.
Did you play? I assume. So you lined up against Trey or next to Trey and Edwards and all those guys?
No, definitely. I was blocking for Trey Edwards. Yeah.
Who was your?
Did anybody score a touchdown against you guys, or did you ever give up points?
I think only one time, Balboa, and that was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just one time.
In the championship, I think they scored.
That is absolutely. Yeah. We got to do a story. Who's that mentor of? We have to have him on.
It was Moses, right?
Yeah, Coach Clark.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have to have Coach on.
We should do that.
That's absolutely insane. You're like about the 12th kid we've talked to, all D1 guys that play for the Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have any pictures of you playing in Panther uniform?
think I got a picture of me in the uniform, but not actually like playing on the field.
Can you send that to me? If I need the following things. I need pictures of your family, and
Okay.
can you send them to me today?
Yeah, I definitely will right when I hop off this.
All right. Well, I'll send you my. I think you have my cell phone number because I texted you the Zoom link. But
I got your number.
I need pictures of that, and your family, and your East Lake Panther jersey.
Okay, I'll send them all in.
Clear as you can make them. Okay.
Best friend. Who's your best friend on that team when you were in 8th grade?
Probably Joshua Glantz, East Lake.
Another great lineman.
Insane. That is just an absolute. That story has got to be told.
Yeah.
You guys were like the Alabama of youth football.
It's pretty cool.
Insane. All right, hey Jonah, we kept you longer than we're trying to keep these to 15, and we've already hit the 20-minute mark. So
We love you as well.
we appreciate you doing this. You gave me a heart attack, but I'm glad you answered your phone. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but yeah.
No, you're great.
Jonah Rodriguez, everybody.